Have you ever imagined what it would be like to live unaffected by criticism, offenses, or the expectations of others? This is a skill that few possess, but it can truly transform the life of anyone who masters it. In the world we live in, it seems impossible not to care about what others think or say, right? But what if I told you that the secret to this freedom lies in an ancient practice from Buddhism? Yes, there is a way to shield your mind, to strengthen your spirit against everything that brings you down. This incredible skill is more powerful than any armor because it protects what is most valuable, your inner peace. Now, imagine what this transformation can do for you. Imagine facing any situation calmly, with words and actions of others bouncing right off. This knowledge is within your reach, ready to be explored. And the best part? It requires nothing more than a shift in how you see yourself and respond to the world. I'm here to show you how to build this invisible barrier, using teachings that are both simple and profound. Are you ready to discover how nothing can get to you? To achieve an unwavering inner tranquility, it's crucial to understand that the secret often lies in how we choose to listen to the world around us. In Buddhist teaching, listening goes beyond words. It invites us to absorb the emotions and intentions that remain unsaid. By listening twice as much as we speak, we start to grasp the essence of others' feelings and experiences, helping us to nurture empathy and compassion. This habit of listening more than speaking transforms our interactions, making them deeper and more meaningful. Picture yourself in a conversation where, instead of planning your next response, you're fully dedicated to understanding what the other person is expressing. Not only does this improve the quality of your relationships, but it also allows your words to resonate more truthfully and powerfully. The impact of this practice extends beyond personal conversations. It involves listening to nature, silence, and even the unspoken words, broadening our perception of the world. When you exercise this broad, deep listening, you unlock a richer understanding of situations. It's as if by listening more, you begin to see the world with greater clarity and wisdom, creating a connection with what's around you and within yourself. This practice, though subtle, opens a new way of interacting where words and silences intertwine, revealing truths about life that only attentive listening can bring. With an open mind and heart, you're prepared to face life's challenges with serenity and depth. On our path, we often encounter judgments and opinions from others that try to steer our choices. But the truth is that, just as each person walks their own path, they must also find their unique way of traveling it. Buddhist teachings remind us that focusing on the present is essential to avoid being swept away by the flood of others' comments and expectations. Just like on a forest trail, where we focus on the next step rather than what we've left behind, our focus in life should remain in the present moment. Allowing others' opinions to dictate our actions takes us away from our true purpose. Imagine that every opinion or criticism is simply a signpost. Some guide us, while others may mislead. It's up to each person to know when to listen and when to move forward, staying true to their own path. Instead of letting others choose your direction, be the guide of your own journey, walking firmly and authentically with each step. By concentrating on what truly matters, you become immune to the noise of external opinions. This focus allows each decision to be an expression of who you truly are, without being shaped by what others think or expect. It's an exercise in inner freedom, where you set aside the need for approval to embrace the power of being yourself. And by walking steadily on this trail, you'll see that true value lies in walking with confidence, without straying from your purpose. Mentally preparing for the worst might seem like a negative mindset, but it's one of the most powerful practices for achieving inner peace. In Buddhism, it's said that pain is inevitable, but suffering is optional. This means that while everyone faces difficulties, we have the ability to choose how to react to them. Imagine you're on a boat. Accepting the worst is like having a life jacket. It doesn't stop the sea from getting rough, but it ensures you're ready to face any situation with more calm. Accepting the worst doesn't mean living in constant expectation of it, but recognizing that life is full of highs and lows and that we won't always have control over everything. By accepting this, you reduce the impact of unexpected events and maintain serenity in the face of adversity. It's a way to protect the mind, preventing fear and insecurity from taking over. Think of someone dealing with a setback. When the mind is prepared, recovery is faster because there is a prior acceptance of life's difficulties. By preparing for inevitable challenges, you build an emotional armor that allows you to face life with courage and balance. This practice of acceptance doesn't mean giving up, but rather recognizing reality and using it to your advantage. After all, by accepting life's flow, you gain strength to keep moving forward, finding peace even in the most turbulent situations. And with each challenge, you perceive a new opportunity for growth and resilience. The fear of failure is one of the greatest blocks to personal progress, but Buddhism teaches that true strength lies in learning from each fall. Every day brings the chance to be reborn, to do something new, to try again. Imagine your life as a staircase, with each step representing an attempt, successful or not. Each stumble is not the end, but an opportunity to get up stronger. By seeing failure as part of the path, you turn each mistake into a lesson.
Want to transform your life from the inside out? Check out our ebook with practical tools for real change. Go to the pinned comment, click the link, and see how to start your transformation today.
Failure is actually a valuable teacher, showing us where we need to improve. Think back to when you learned to ride a bike. Falls were part of the learning, and with each try, you felt more confident and balanced. Life works the same way. The more we face our mistakes, the stronger we become. Buddhism reminds us that failure is part of the journey, and that growth comes from every experience, even the ones that don't go as planned. By embracing failure as part of growth, we move forward with less fear and more courage. With each attempt, confidence increases and wisdom deepens. It's in this trajectory of falls and risings that we find our true strength. And by accepting that mistakes are part of the journey, you're ready to keep climbing, step by step, toward a deeper understanding of yourself and life. Sometimes, the peace we seek is hidden in life's simplest aspects. In the rush and complexity of daily life, we lose sight of what really matters. Buddhism teaches that clarity and tranquility come from an uncomplicated life, where we prioritize what truly nourishes our soul. Imagine your life as a garden. Not all plants need constant attention. Instead of watering everything, care only for those that bring beauty and meaning to your life. This simplicity can be found in daily gestures, like taking a moment to gaze at the sky, listening to birdsong, or enjoying a homemade meal. By simplifying, you reduce the excess and make room for what really matters. This doesn't mean giving up your dreams and ambitions, but focusing on what truly resonates with your deepest values and desires. Life becomes lighter when we stop carrying the weight of what's unnecessary. Living simply is a choice that brings clarity and a sense of freedom. By reducing distractions and focusing on the essential, you find space for inner peace and a more harmonious life. This path can be compared to cleaning a cluttered room. When the space is organized, you see everything more clearly and can better enjoy what you have. And by seeking this simplicity, you're prepared for the next step in the journey toward lasting well-being. True wisdom is quiet and unassuming. In Buddhist practice, humility is viewed as an essential quality, an expression of inner peace and self-assurance. When a person is truly wise, they don't need to display knowledge or power because their very presence conveys serenity and confidence. Imagine someone who, instead of talking about their achievements, acts with calm and respect, naturally earning the admiration of others. This kind of humility is what elevates and transforms interactions. Humility is not about downplaying your achievements but recognizing that learning never ends and that everyone has something to teach and learn. Practicing humility opens the door to genuine connections with others, free from pride or the need to prove something. This openness allows for listening, understanding, and even inspiring those around you. Each conversation becomes an opportunity for true exchange, where ego gives way to a deeper and more sincere understanding. This humble approach to being and acting impacts not only yourself but everyone you interact with. By cultivating this posture, you become an example of wisdom and compassion, inspiring others to seek the same path. Humility reminds us that we are all part of something greater and that each encounter and experience is a chance to grow. And by embodying this attitude, you're prepared to recognize what truly matters in life, a fundamental step toward contentment. The relentless pursuit of material possessions can become a dangerous path, leading us away from true contentment. Buddhism teaches that health, contentment, and true relationships are the greatest riches we can attain. Imagine the fragility of possessions. Cars, houses, and luxury items come and go, but the value of a moment of peace or a sincere friendship is priceless and enduring. By valuing what money can't buy, you begin to realize that happiness doesn't depend on accumulation but on appreciation. When focus shifts toward material things, satisfaction becomes temporary, and soon the need for more arises. This cycle can consume the mind and heart, leading to dissatisfaction. But by choosing the path of gratitude and appreciating simple things, you create a life rich in meaning and lightness. A walk in nature, a conversation with a friend, a quiet moment, these are the small things that bring authentic happiness. Seeking this inner wealth is actually the path to a full and balanced life. By letting go of attachment to the transient, you make room for peace and true prosperity. And by nurturing connections with loved ones and cultivating physical and mental health, you find a satisfaction that money can never buy. It is in this pursuit of contentment that we discover what really matters, preparing us for lasting wisdom and peace. Learning to accept adversity without resistance is one of Buddhism's most powerful lessons. When facing inevitable challenges, we have the option to resist or accept, and this choice can transform our experience. Acceptance doesn't mean giving up, it means acknowledging that sometimes events are beyond our control. By not wasting energy on what can't be changed, you conserve energy to better handle what truly matters. It's like using the strength of the waves to surf rather than fighting the current. This attitude brings a special serenity, a kind of mental protection that prevents suffering from deepening. Picture a difficult situation you've faced recently. By accepting that certain things are beyond your reach, you reduce their emotional impact. This strengthens your spirit and keeps your mind calm amidst the storms. After all, accepting what we can't change is also a form of liberation, allowing us to focus on what we can do here and now. With this perspective, each obstacle becomes a lesson, an invitation to refine your resilience and grow. By opening yourself to accept life's ups and downs, you become stronger and more prepared to face new situations without being shaken by uncertainties. This path of acceptance is what prepares us for a deeper understanding of reality, a step that leads to genuine peace, something few are able to attain. The practice of living in the present is a key to inner peace and emotional freedom. Buddhism teaches that when we focus on the present, we let go of the weight of the past and the anxieties of the future. Imagine yourself on a walk where each step matters more than the trail already walked or the distance left. This focus on the present allows you to fully appreciate each moment without getting lost in thoughts about what has been or what's to come. Living in the present doesn't mean ignoring the future but rather not worrying excessively about it. It's understanding that the only moment when we can really act is now. This state of presence brings a mental clarity that reduces stress and anxiety, enabling you to face situations with serenity. It's like taking a deep breath in the midst of the rush, a pause that renews your strength and keeps your mind focused on what truly matters. This daily practice of presence is liberating, dissolving the impact of others' opinions and future worries. By living in the present, you disconnect from external expectations and align with what you truly want for yourself. Each moment becomes a chance to build an authentic life, where choices reflect your true purpose. And in this state of presence, you find the emotional stability you've been seeking, ready to explore life's next lessons with an open mind and heart. The power of self-compassion is a pillar for a mind shielded against offenses and criticism. Practicing self-compassion teaches you to treat yourself with kindness and understanding, especially in difficult times. Instead of judging or blaming yourself, self-compassion allows you to acknowledge your mistakes and limitations lightly, accepting that we all face challenges. This act of kindness toward yourself builds a solid emotional foundation, making it easier to ignore what others think or say about you. When we cultivate self-compassion, we become less vulnerable to external judgments because our self-esteem doesn't depend on others' approval. Think of someone who, after making a mistake, takes a moment to reflect and learn instead of self-blaming. This practice builds resilience and promotes inner peace, protecting us from criticism. With self-compassion, each mistake becomes an opportunity to learn, not a mark of failure. This ability to be gentle and respectful with yourself changes the way you face daily challenges. Developing this attitude creates a natural barrier against offenses, as you understand that your worth doesn't depend on others' opinions. It's a profound freedom, allowing us to live without the weight of external expectations. And with this inner peace established, you're ready to absorb life's next lessons with serenity and confidence. So now that you know the secrets to shield your mind and become unshakable, what will your next step be? Are you ready to apply these teachings to your life and really see the changes? Remember, none of what you've learned here will take effect if you don't put it into practice. It's the small daily steps that will transform your mind into a powerful shield against everything trying to unsettle you. Try active listening, practice self-compassion, embrace the present with simplicity, and discover how each Buddhist principle can strengthen your peace. Now tell me, what will you do the next time someone tries to hit you with words or judgments? How about starting this journey today? And if you want to keep learning and deepening on this path, don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and activate notifications. Let's embark on this journey of transformation and discovery together. After all, nothing is more powerful than a mind that knows how to ignore what doesn't matter.